Hey you, it's Jess here and it's so nice to see you. Today we have another April plan with me. This is the week of 6th through the 12th of April in my OkPlans vertical inserts, and I'm using the Scribble Prints Co Kidcore birthday, which was the January 2026 mystery, and just a really fun bright Kidcore birthday set because the 6th of April was my partner Locke's birthday. And in my plan, I do whatever I want. And I think the set is cute too. So I wanted to use this to celebrate their birthday. And I paired it with Sparkly Hollow. I did bring out 2 foil bundles because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the full birthday bundle or just some confetti. I mostly ended up just using the bottom washi from the birthday bundle and then the bougie boxes. I decided that when I put the full boxes down, I just felt like they were kind of enough. I didn't feel like I needed to put foil over the top of them. I just really enjoyed seeing the art as it is, and I think it looks super duper cute. And I can't wait to put in the day-by-day plans because I think it's going to look so cool. I do love the colors. I color blocked as per usual, and this time I actually put the balloon dog washi at the bottom. And the birthday bundle also comes with these like falling confetti and balloons, bottom washi, and I decided to put that up at the top as a background to the deco pieces that I'm still going to put across the top. So you just get this sort of like background, these peaks of the confetti and the balloons behind the deco, and I think it looks really fun and really cute and adds a lot to the spread overall. Just adds a bit more sparkly hollow, throughout the spread. But of course we're going to use the foil icons as well as the work scripts through the actual days, the actual planning. So in the end it'll look pretty, still pretty sparkly with the foil. But let's finish up the base here and get started on the day by day. Alright, here we are on the day by day. I put the book that I was reading, this is actually what I read at the end of the week because I finished, last week I was reading Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and I finished that on Monday, and then I read like a novella, a short book on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I started reading this book, which was The Man Who Was Thursday. April is the magical readathon. I'll start putting stickers down on Monday. But April is the magical readathon, which is hosted by G of Book Roast, and yeah, I wanted to put that there, and then we're gonna put Coffee Monday in a different way. Anyway, so I was reading books towards prompts. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I think I'm going to change this up. So I want to put it in that was Locke's birthday first, but I also have Coffee Monday. But I think I'm going to put Coffee Monday just here like this, and then we'll do a bigger box for Locke's birthday. Because why not? So yeah, all of the books that I was reading for this month are really to do with the prompts from that magical readathon. And one of the prompts was a book title with the day of the week in it. So I picked up The Man Who Was Thursday, which is like a Victorian period mystery thriller, supernatural. It was an odd book. Like it was okay. There was parts of it that were enjoyable. The writer behind it he has a gigantic Wikipedia. There's a lot about him. So that was very interesting reading too. It devolves into some really strange religious stuff, I guess. Seemingly he was like a reborn again Catholic, so it kind of comes across in the book. But I did enjoy reading it. It's like a classic book, and I got it for free off of maybe, what is the link? Is it like bookshop.org or the book archive website? It's a .org website where you can get like out of copyright books for free. You just download them, and that's what I did. So so I didn't spend any money on it because it's from the Victorian period. It's out of copyright, so that was an easy book to read. But that was the book that I put in here for the sidebar. But on Monday was Alok's birthday. We just had a very chill day. It was Coffee Monday, and then I had a video go up of my January kit lineup. So I was finally starting on my 2026 plan with me. It just took me a while to get there. Alright. So one of the first things we did was we got delivery, like brunch. So it was like breakfast, lunch. And we got it from a place called Levain Bakery, which is really fancy, nice, like brunch bakery place. And they do a really good egg sandwich. So egg and sausage sandwiches, and they also do a really good, pretty good pancakes as well. So we ended up getting egg sandwiches and pancakes, just, you know, because it's birthday. We'll treat ourselves for Alok's birthday. So we got that for brunch. And we watched some One Piece, and then for dinner we ended up getting dinner from the Georgian restaurant that we really like, Rioni. And that's Georgia as in the country. They have some really good food. If you have a chance to try out a Georgian restaurant, highly recommend. Delicious, delicious. Especially like their cheese bread. And we had these like really delicious like spicy sausages, and like they would put pomegranate on a lot of stuff, and I love pomegranate. And they have really good like spicy sauces. Just excellent. And then this night I finished Children of Time book, which I talked about a bit more in the last plan with me. I think otherwise what we were doing all day was like, well, gaming. I think it was mostly gaming or watching random YouTube and One Piece. So a very relaxing day, you know. But then obviously it was back to work. I think Alok didn't go back to work until Wednesday maybe. They had like the previous week off, and then Monday was actually Easter Monday, which is a official holiday here in Finland, so you get the day off anyway. Then I think they took off Tuesday, and then they went back to work on Wednesday. But they also got Good Friday off the week before, so lots of free days off from work that, you know, you don't actually have to book, you know, it doesn't go into their time off around the birthday, which is really nice. The upside of an Easter birthday, I suppose. So Tuesday, I was also back to work. Played Pocopia in the morning, and then did working on a custom. And then I was watching, I hadn't picked up my audiobook yet, so I was just watching Rochella. And I think at this time, maybe this is before Tomodachi Live came out. But yeah, I was watching some Rochella, maybe some Pocopia at the time, because she was doing a lot of cool designing then. Always love Rochella's streams. I love this bright, I dug into my Evolution stickers from Fox and Cactus for the spread because I thought they matched perfectly. So then, after work and everything, we will obviously watch some more One Piece because we were doing our huge rewatch. I'm going to put this in the bottom for my reading. So One Piece. Then playing some Nikki, although I play Infinity Nikki every single day. It's one of those, you know, games where, you know, you log in every day for your daily rewards kind of thing. And I am still very much enjoying it. So Nikki, and then we had Pueblo Bar and Taqueria. So we had tacos from our new favorite taco place. Sorry, my phone alarm went off. Favorite taco place. We kind of still continued the birthday fun this week with some you know, food ordering. And then I started the book Annihilation, which there's a film based on it, but the film is like inspired by it, not really like the book. But I actually really, really enjoyed Annihilation. It like I got really stuck into it. So it was a really good, and it's, you know, a sci-fi horror kind of thing, and I really did enjoy it. But it's very short, so it only took me Tuesday and Wednesday to read it. Annihilation. I really enjoyed also that it was that kind of book, but it was all in the current characters that you have. They were all women, and they were very different and interesting kind of women. I thought it was really well done, especially for a male writer. It's not always perfect, but I think how Annihilation was done, it was really cool. So I definitely recommend that as a short little sci-fi horror, spooky, weird thing. I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen the movie, but all I read was that the movie is just inspired by like the vibes and the idea of the book and not actually based on the actual what happens in the book. So if you've watched the movie, you should read the book because it's not the same at all. I think they have a completely different, like, in the book they travel downwards in this tower, and apparently that doesn't happen in the movie. I do still want to see the movie just to see, but I do recommend Annihilation, and there actually are other books in the series, maybe 3 more perhaps, which I do want to pick up at some point because I'd like to read more about this world. So on Wednesday, I had a plan with me go up, played some Pokopia, and I worked. Look at me attempting to have neater handwriting in these spreads. So this time I finally started up my audiobook, and it was The Raven Scholar by, what's her name? I think Hodgson's the last name. I know that's been a very popular book at the moment in terms of fantasy. And I picked it up because one of my prompts was a book that someone else listed as a 5-star read for them. It was not a 5-star read for me. I will say, like, I like the overall vibes. I like the, like, narrative structure that it is. It has, like, these parts where the ravens are sort of narrating and they have a very funny sense of humor. I enjoyed that. But overall, yeah, I had issues with it. I had the issues with the story, and it just felt like everyone's supposed to be in their 30s, and it's like a royal court, and it's like it's supposed to be this huge thing about they have to select a new emperor, which they do through random games. I don't know. The trial stuff itself was really lame to me, to be honest. But they're supposed to be 30s adults. It's supposed to be like a high fantasy, but it felt very YA to me. I feel like, is this court, like, okay, I can definitely see how a lot of court could be like high school, but it was really high school. Like, everyone was like so petty and immature. And I'm like, I guess aristocrats could be that way, yeah. But it just didn't come across as very, I don't know. It didn't come across as a very interesting way to me. It just felt like this is a high schooler's trial of combat kind of. It wasn't really even combat that much. And there was like a whole murder mystery in it as well. It was kind of like fine. But yeah, I can't say I loved Raven Scholar. I just, yeah. I liked some of the humor, and I liked the narrative stuff of the ravens, but I thought the world could be interesting, but it was all really let down for me, because I was just like, okay, can people grow the heck up? Just grow up. You're like, this is like a trial to become the new emperor, and you're all acting like this? How about none of you, please? A real adult can take charge. But that was just me. I know a lot of people loved this book, and it is something a little bit different in the sort of way that was written. So if you're interested, you should still read it. But for me, it kind of fell flat, and I don't think I will read any more of the rest of them. It's like the first book of a trilogy, I think, and the rest of it's like a new book, so nothing else has been released. But I don't think I'll be continuing on, to be honest. It had potential for me, but in the end I was like, meh. And then we watched some more One Piece, and we got Henry's Pub, which is a really good chicken wings place here. And then I finished Annihilation. And that is the completed first half of the week. Yes, I love it. It's so fun. I love the pop of yellow in these colors. It makes me happy. So let's get started on Thursday. And this is a perfect box for my partner. My tummy hurts because they are an IBS, a warrior, and I love them. But their tummy hurts a lot. My poor baby. So that box is like, I have to use it for their birthday. So Thursday, my pen is over the top. We have Pocopia. Yes, and then this is the start of my problems. So I took the week prior off, and then basically my ADHD medication ran out the day before on Wednesday, and when I had gone to book, this is like in between my prescription, so I had to book an appointment with my psychiatrist, and we had to do, this was like a, the kind of one, so before this, I was getting like 6 month supplies, and then after the first 6 months, I just emailed and got the new script, but after the second 6 months, so every year, she wanted to do an actual appointment, which we just did over like telehealth, so over the computer, but yeah, so I had to book an appointment to actually like have an appointment with her instead of just getting the script. And I had done it a while previous to this, like I had booked the month before, I think, but I didn't realize like previously I'd been able to get an appointment pretty quickly, but this one I could not. So I ended up being without medication for like 2 weeks starting on this Thursday. Yeah, because I had to wait for their appointment. And because I've been on it, like, I had switched to taking my ADHD meds every single day because it's just, it works for me. And it works better for me. I was taking it, like, not taking it on weekends for a long time, but then Mondays were just completely a wreck for me. So I feel like I need it kind of in my system, it keep going kind of thing. Everyone's body will react differently to meds. So, yeah, don't take my advice if you're taking any. This just works for me. So I took the previous week off and I did some work, obviously, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. But then from this point on, basically, I couldn't work. It just wasn't working. Yeah, so I took another forced week off from here. So I'm just putting in like no meds, blah, and I was playing Infinity Nikki. It's pretty much showing me that like, because I feel like after a while you kind of get used to it and you're like, well, maybe did I really need that medication? Like, I'm doing pretty well. Maybe it doesn't actually work that well. But no, after being off of it for 9 days from this point, I was like, it works and I need it. Like, no, this actually is a medication that I need and it helps me, even if when I'm taking it, I feel completely normal. It's just, I am actually way more capable of doing stuff when I'm on versus when I'm not. There is a real big difference. So, yeah. Anyway, it's nice to know to have that confirmation kind of thing, because I haven't had such a long break from them since I got prescribed. So, yeah, that was good to know. There was a huge difference, even if it doesn't feel like it when I'm on them. So, watching more One Piece, we had oven pizza for dinner, and then we ordered a cake finally for Locke's birthday. Although I will say, we ordered a really nice cake, but I will say my cake that I make, the chocolate cake that I make, is so much better. So I think we're just going to bake our own cakes from now on for events. And then I was finally reading The Man Who Was Thursday. It was so annoying. I did like just a straight line there. I think I was either thinking of the exclamation mark or the K. So that was very annoying. So I just put the C over it, but it looks not that great. Oh well. Or maybe I was thinking of bake cake. But I didn't bake it, I bought this one. Oh well, you live and you learn. I don't know. You continue on with your life. So first of all, Friday we got a plan with me. Went up, and then I have just written here Yerg. because, yeah, I was struggling. I did really try my best at first, but no. No. It wasn't good. I was just like, there's just no focus there. So plan with me, yogurt, and then we got salads from Caferino Oba. I'm pretty sure Caferino Oba is, oh no, I should have used a patent fancy label at the bottom. I'm pretty sure Caferino Oba is a Turkish restaurant, but they have really good, really tasty salads. And they come with all sorts of stuff, which is great. It also comes with pomegranate too, which is yum. Like it comes with like a little like feta kind of cheese paste, like a phyllo pastry item in there, and also I get the like spicy meatball ones, and that's in there. And then you have like the salad with pomegranate, and there's also some roasted potato slices, and there's also some like tzatziki kind of sauce, but also some hummus. Delicious. All sorts in that salad. So good. So then after that, we watched a new episode of The Pit, new episode of Abbott Elementary, and I think a new episode of Ghosts as well. And then I read The Man Who Was Thursday before bed. And that was Friday. So then on Saturday, I didn't have to worry as much on Saturday. I was like, I can live my life guilt-free. But I played some Nikki in the morning. And then, we did some meal prepping, cooking our lunches for the coming week, which we've still kept up. We have done it like every week since the beginning of the beginning of January, the beginning of the year. We've been meal prepping 2 lunches that take us through the whole week, the next coming week, and it's really good. We just keep the first one in the fridge and one of them in the freezer for the second half of the week. And it's so great to have these meals. We don't always we kind of started splitting up our meal prep though, so we'll do like one dish on Saturday, one dish on Sunday sometimes. Like this week, that's what we did. Because sometimes you just don't have the energy to cook for like 2 hours straight on one day. But yeah, so we meal prepped and then we watched some more One Piece. And then I'm going to put, once again, fancy label at the bottom for my reading. There we go. And then I have a chubby at the top. I should be able to fit 2 little things in here. So we also did some laundry, and we made just our easy pasta. It's just pasta with a store-bought red sauce, and we also add some halloumi and onions. We also add halloumi and olives, and sometimes we also add some sun-dried tomatoes just to add to the flavor. And then just have cheese on top. Super easy. And then for dessert, we made a Dutch baby again. I think this is our second Dutch baby, which I do enjoy. I like how it kind of has the texture of a crepe, but a big fluffy crepe. So we made a Dutch baby, and then I was reading before bed. God, I was trying to remember like the silly name that lot called the Dutch baby. Maybe a Flemish infant. He was Flemish infant previously, but yeah. So we made one of those, and those are fun. And we just get some, we just have a mix of berries that are frozen mixed berries, and we just put that on the stovetop and sort of like heat them up a bit, and then we just pour them over, don't add sugar or anything, we just pour them over the finished Dutch baby, and then we put some whipped cream, some ice cream, whatever we have on hand, and it's super yum. So love that. All right, so then Sunday, make sure I put these out correctly the way that I want. So just gonna go through what we have here. So Sunday starts off with just watching Rochella stream. I don't think Tomodachi Life comes out till the next week, so I was still watching some Pokopia, I think. But you can see I kind of was starting to drop off Pokopia at this point. I'd played over 100 hours of it, and I was kind of just up to decorating, like building. I was getting a bit tired of building, to be honest. And I had finally found a Charizard. I'd unlocked a lot of the Pokemon at this point, so yeah, I was kind of dropping off at this point. But I was watching Rochella play Pokopia, watched some One Piece, and then played some Infinity Nikki. And then we did some more meal prep. I'm going to use a bigger box for meal prep. Ooh, all the pieces flying off the sticker sheet. Alright. So we had some more meal prep, the second half. And then I also did my nails. And I actually finished The Man Who Was Thursday on this night. So it's nice to wrap it up. I finished 3 books in this week. Although I read the majority of Children of Time the previous week, obviously. But still a nice accomplishment. And that is the second half of the week all finished. Oh, I love the way it looks. Let's get into the planner and finish up. Alright, here it is all finished in the planner together, and I love the way this spread is turned out. It's just so fun. I think it turned out perfectly. I'm happy with my sticker choices, and I'm happy with the color blocking. It just looks so good. It makes me very, very happy, and I'm so glad I had such a wonderful spread for my partner's birthday. I think it turned out super sweet. Even if life didn't turn out perfectly, we still had a really good week. And I got a little work done, which is nice. But finishing a bunch of books, which is awesome. But if you like this plan with me, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me down below some rainbow emojis to let me know that you've watched this. So I feel like the most out of this is like rainbow or some birthday emojis. Maybe the birthday cake and rainbow emojis would be very much appreciated to let me know that you enjoyed watching this. But otherwise, let me know what you thought, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. I just realized my jumper works perfectly with this spread, and yes, it's jumper weather in summer already here in Finland. The heat disappeared, but anyway, bye-bye.